All right. Let's get it, man. How are you guys? We are gonna be here for the grand finales of the top dogs champion versus the underdog champs, and we are gonna be going into a best of 7 series, and you're gonna be seeing both of these teams facing against each other. One have risen from the bottom, not the bottom, from the underdogs. They have become the champions, fighting through thick and thin, and then we have the top dogs who have been fighting against the big squads and making it to the championship, into the upper dogs, right? Upper brackets, and this is the top dogs too. But yeah, I'm gonna be casting here today for the finals, and alongside me, it's gonna be Natalia.
It's going to be male Natalia, and I'm really excited for this match, guys. I hope everyone's as excited as me because I'm spinning in fury. Okay, wait, no, that's enough. What's up, dudes? What's up, dudettes?
Okay, cool. We're cool. Natalia here, but yeah, I'm joking around because this is not Natalia, as you can see. If you can see, it's not Natalia, bro. This is Crucifix right now, and he's happy to be here, I guess, because of course
I am.
who wouldn't be happy to cast the finals, right? It's gonna be spicy.
Oh man, I'm absolutely excited because it's DNS versus Sacred Shrine, the victors of the previous match that we actually anticipated for the side of Team Crux Requiem. I was surprised, actually. I actually supported Crux Requiem. But, dude, really? You guys lost?
Mm-hmm.
You guys broke my heart, man. You're using the same name as me. You don't do that.
No way. You don't do that, man. You don't do that. You want to impress them as well. But I think they are more... Yeah, they are also sudden as you are, but yeah, we'll know, because we will know how they were defeated, because Secret Shrine have been rising to the top. They have improved themselves from the very first day of the round robin. They have showed us what they can do. They have proven that they can also beat the top dogs most of the time, and this is the answer right now. And it leads to these parts here where they are going to be facing against the underdogs champion. So this is a showdown, Crucifix. This is a showdown of the underdog teams and the top dog teams. And you know what the prize pool is gonna be? If you get it, if the underdogs are able to win out, it's gonna be 60k in cash. And if the top dog is gonna be winning it out, it's gonna be 50k. So you don't want to lose out to that 50k prize, you know, because it's not a small amount of money. You can do anything with that, don't you think?
Definitely, dude. I think that 60,000 split between the whole team, 10,000 each, and maybe 10,000 for the manager. Top game, I'll be very honest with you. Sacred Shrine, though, kudos to you on the victory for the previous match. And I'll be very honest with you. You stopped my expectations, and you've risen above it. You are kind of like the underdogs, too. So both of them deserve to actually play the best they can.
Yeah. Play the best they can, definitely. But yeah, the thing is, there's always a myth where the first runner up onto the previous seasons have always been a champion. So we will see if this is going to be the first time that an underdog team will be able to beat the top dog teams, which is kind of haven't been happening. It's never happened before, so I think we will not be able to see it this time around also. But I can't say anything, because there's always that unexpected factor where you see a team winning out when you least expected it to. And of course, there are a lot of people who thought that LCF will be able to make it to the finals, but no, here we are at the very end, and LCF hasn't been found. Because Sacred Shrine were successful in winning against them too. So this is a powerhouse team already. And DNS, they have had their rough patches, because the previous seasons they went to the top dogs and they were knocked down. I would say they were knocked down to the lower, the underdogs, and this is where the redemption is going to be starting. The redemption is always used, but it's still very fitting for this team in particular. So let's see what DNS have had in their table, because there haven't been a change up in the lineup, and they are still sticking to the very lineup they always have.
See, I'm going to be honest with you. These guys, they're top notch. Again, I'm kind of surprised that both of these teams were not people that we were expecting. DNS, though, we did kind of expect to them to be in the top, but it's not happened. They went to the underdogs for some reason, and I'm not really, disappointed with them. They are performing pretty well, especially in the underdog bracket. And again, top teams like Sacred Shrine, they deserve to actually have their, plays highlighted. They deserve to be, have a chance at the glory and everything. So I'm kind of excited, very, very, enthusiastic for this match. I think that you are too, and I think everyone in the chat are the same, are feeling absolutely, energetic for this one.
It's the energy that we want to bring, right? It's because, and this is the most I'm excited about when the top dog goes against the underdogs, because which have never happened in a good way. So this is one of the closest thing that I have to an excitement for today. So I'm definitely excited to see how they're going to be bringing to us all the games. And you know what? The main thing I want to focus on these two teams has to be the roamers most of the time, because they have been the shot callers of their own teams, and most of the time they analyze themselves for their own gameplay. So let's see what we can bring onto the table for those leaders that we have right now. So we're gonna be jumping into the drafting phase, ladies and gentlemen. This is the grand finals. You are watching between the top dogs champions and the underdogs champions. The DNS will be on to the first pick, and Sacred Shrine will be having the second pick. So look at those pictures, Crooks. Aren't they looking so professional here, esports style?
Is that is that someone doing pull-ups with a dumbbell? Why?
No, definitely. I'm not sure. Maybe.
I kind of actually.
Wait.
Oh, we've got the little bit of a jumping here and there like Sun does every day on a solo queue game. I'll be very honest with you, surprised to see it, but then again, we've got the 1-1 getting banned. First thing, a hero that jumps around, dude. Not gonna lie, kind of telltale that we are actually gonna get a 1-1 ban, first ban.
Definitely. 1-1 always gotta be banned, bro. Because even if you are onto the first pick, you really don't want to give the 1-1 either into the hands of Gummy, either into the hands of Fate too. You can't really do that, but there's a little bit of transition here and there coming through. But whatever it may be, when you are onto the blue side, you really want to take away the 1-1. So what can be banned here? I'm pretty unsure who have the first pick at this point. Justin, who is the first pick?
We got Sacred Shrine.
Sacred Shrine.
The first pick. So we've got the first ban coming in from Sacred Shrine. They've got the ban on 1-1. They've got and to counter that, we've got the most immobile hero in the game. We've got Yves getting banned out. Chessboard, nah, dude. This guy's like something else. I'm gonna be very honest with you. That was Mobile Legends' way of actually cashing in on the whole chess ideology that everyone was just jumping into chess for some reason at one point. Let's just blame Magnus Carlsen and Magnus's daughter Eve getting banned. I can't. It was not funny about.
That's his daughter. let's see. It's his daughter, and the fact that it's DNS banning away a beats hero, very understandable, because this hero has been a solid and consistent pick for Sacred Shrine of all the games that they play into the finals too, and they make it work until Crooksracombe decided to ban it away. And here right now, even DNS are actually doing the same legacy, following the picture that has been set upon by Crooksracombe already. Take away Bit Hero, disable him into the mid lane, and try to counter it with a different hero that they can pick away. But now that the Bucks is already gone, which was what I kind of see from my notes also, because the Boxer is always gonna go, because it can either be a flex, but Van never played the Boxer. It's always into the hands of Art, but it's also a very annoying hero, so why not take it away?
Dude, you're risking yourself having almost zero. You're getting 90%, healing reduction with a Boxia, especially if you could pair it up with maybe a Glowing Wand or maybe Dominance Ice on Boxia, which he can actually do, surprisingly. He can actually buy any Well, not Sea Halberd, of course. Don't ever buy, Baxia with Sea Halberd. Please
Yeah.
don't do that. But again, he can buy any of the other two, anti-heal items, and it's kind of painful. Baneful, I say. Life Bane is an actual problem. It's a bane to life. We've got the CC getting banned, and also the Farsa. But the first pick from the side of Team Sacred Shrine is going to be Lance of the Rue with the Lancelot. Again, oh my god, it's going to be PTSD from the first match. That guy was flipping around like a bar of soap.
Oh man, a slippery guy like a barrel, so definitely. It'll be of importance into this game, especially on the OLED wise too. But let's already let go by the red team. I think you can't really let go of the Lancelot unless you have a plan to pick up a counter hero that can also be the Joy, or pick up a hero that he cannot dash against. Even the Fredden could work, but the Fredden really doesn't do well against a Lancelot too. So what can they pick out here? Okay, this is gonna be a signature pick coming in from the side of it has to be DNS here, man. It looks so much like DNS pick because the Zushin and the Gatot Gacha. Unless there's a change up. I'm pretty sure this is a solid mid lane pick here for the red side.
I mean, it's only a solid pick if Zushin can catch the Lancelot. Then again, it's all based on if at all she can't, then she can't play with him like a basketball. I think he's going to be safe. But then again, we've got now the hands of Sacred Shrine picking their heroes. I'm kind of predicting maybe something along the lines of Badang because he's still open. I don't think it's going to be possible today because obviously with the Lancelot, you don't want to really block the route, but he can escape from the wall, if you know.
That's true. The Lancelot is a very solid choice already. And Kalea, okay. I was actually trying to say, I was kind of predicting a Kalea ban here. And there's no Kalea ban still, there isn't the respect into the mid side, but oh my goodness! And he's just against the Lancelot, Very, very confident, very ballsy, I would say. This is the kind of mentality you want to bring out onto the table when you are in the grand finals, man. A very solid choice, but against the Lancelot is very questionable too. But yeah. Okay, they can make it work because the Kimi is already into the hands of the blue team here, so definitely something that they can win against using the Zushin. But you know what? Zushin and Kimi, it has to depend on the skills, man.
But again, let's just make a little bit of a due to the way that Yi Sun Shin was picked in a matter of seconds, dude. Not even 1 second wasted. The moment they actually got the pick, they picked Yi Sun Shin. Reasonable enough, the hero is pretty darn good. But then again, after that little health nerf, I think he's going to have a hard time in the early game at least. Scaling up, he's got the same health as he used to have. I think he's going to be fine in the late game. But then again, early game is going to be a problem. We've got the bans coming in. The second phase of the banning has begun with the Lapu Lapu and Phobius getting directly banned without any sort of thinking. Nobody wants to actually face these heroes, especially not Lancelot, not Phobius.
Not Lancelot, man. Against the Phobius. It's a very solid ban coming in from the side of Secret. There we go. This is the right term. This is the right names right now, because Jushin and Gatot Gata really looked like something DNS would pick. And there we go. Okay, now that the XP laners are taken away, I think they can lessen out the amount of XP laners that Sacred Shrine can go for here, because they are yet to pick away the XP here for Rom-Com too. So Esmeralda ban from DNS. They want to take away the Esmeralda very early on. Maybe they want something of a Harris into the gold lane, because it's going to be understandable. Because now they have a physical damage dealer into the jungle, so we're gonna need a bit of a magical burst that it comes with the Natan or even the Harris. So this may be a solid choice here. So what will Secret Shrine ban here?
I don't think there's any option other than the gold lane. We've got Moskov. I was thinking about the Moskov. I got the Moskov right. That was just on the right time. But then again, we've got Moskov as the final ban. One more thing that I want to say, that is Rom-Com's most favorite hero, of course, Esmeralda, the most sickest hero ever, because that shield is not going to be melted anytime soon, even with anti-heal. That hero is well deserved to be as respect ban. All fair from the side of Team DNS.
They had their studies, man. Okay, there we go. Because of the amount of XPs that has been lessened into the second phase, the Uranus appearing quite early. Could have gone for the later part, but still, it's gonna be fine here. But look at that. The last pick's coming through from the side of Secret Shrine, the Bruno, as well as the Hilda too. So that's gonna be a very, very bully early game from the side of Secret Shrine, and they have to, for DNS, they have to do everything they need to go for that counter play with the bullying coming in from the side of Secret Shrine here. And there we go, the last pick as predicted is gonna be the Harriets. It was aided in the tunnel, the Harriets, but then when DNS ran away the Esmeralda, it was kind of a no-brainer that they could go for the Harriets, and that's exactly what they went for. And I also think Secret Shrine know that the Harriet was going to be appearing anytime soon, and they want to pick away the Bruno so that they will have a good laning phase as well, not get bullied by the Harriet too, and have that farm up when you want to have the timing right. So very good drafting phase, I would say, Cooks.
I'd be very honest with you. Right now, the drafting is looking pretty solid, and I'll be straight up with the Harriet pick. I think against the Bruno, it's pretty reasonable, and again, it's all about the macros. It's all about the in-game decisions. I think it's going to all matter down to how Team DNS actually try to counterplay Team, what do you call it? Sacred Shrine's Hilda pick. Hilda, I forgot the name Hilda for a second. Hilda is going to be a very, very, very wild hero here, obviously. A wild card. And Little Wanderer getting started off pretty early on. I think Lancelot gets it in a matter of seconds. He does. And, well, Kalia getting picked up, thrown around, tossed around. Low on HP, nothing much happening. Here comes, Kalia's engaged, and it's mercilessly trying to attack, gets the heal off, but then again, he's still kind of low on HP. The regeneration spell from the side of Team DNS, of course, Zushin using it, keeps her alive and well, makes her stay for a little longer, but that can't be said for Art.
Yeah, I feel like, Kalia is one of the rarest heroes that you can dive upon and have that XP back right on time to the early stages of this game. But it's actually a very good game for the side of Secret Shrine because they already baited two of the battle spells. But right now, Insane trying to do something.
He was trying to invade, but I think the Phantom Execution, no, it's going to be Fate that gets the kill. And then again, Insane is going to be a problem here because of that. Array gets killed too. I think that was the worst decision that you can make. You got yourself killed, and you've gotten yourself...
Definitely, man. But there's going to be another something out there. But it's going to be a great total start for the side of Sacred Shrine. There's no way the NS will be able to enter out into this pit. And I would say, good read coming out from Earth. He knows that Insane loves to go for that kind of jungling pattern. And he definitely tried to mirror it instead and tried to get that also. And he was able to find it as well. And that is really going to be a good time right now. But look at that, though. One.
Fake out Tsunami Slam. We've got Hilda getting the kill on Zushin, and then again Lancelot gets the kill on RA gets taken out too, but look at that. Vansathuru gets taken out by Insane's in, and he's spamming recall on his face with a mountain stalker being used. He's going to the top side. Fate is on his way.
I don't know if you can hear the background, but there's something as possible because right now we are having a little bit of a domination into the mid lane here. Trying to get a damage down, but it's going to be not safe long. There's going to be trying to get a control onto the mid lane here right now. And DNS actually able to get a bit of control, but Romcom now in trouble. Alright, that's it. Romcom can, oh my god, that's going to be a displacement coming in. Gorokuchi will be able to get that kill. That's just one gain onto the side of the NS, and maybe they'll be able to have a little bit of breathing space right now, but not so much because Beat onto this Kimmy is always there trying to give out the pressure, and the top lane is going to be pressurized again. Art, he does have the Tsunami Slam, but no flickers as yet.
For now, I think it's going to be all peace and, no war for now. In the mid lane, I think there's going to be a probable Tsunami Slam. No. I think Zushin's going to be safe. Invoker trying to actually put some damage in. And we've got Kairi Cutie coming in to actually support their team. The front line is now there. Puncher misses, so it's on cooldown. And I think Art is starting the turtle just to make sure that Insane's in into the back lines. I think he's gotten himself the Mountain Shocker. Does not target the Bruno, of course, but look at that. We've got Romcom making sure that he's actually going to make sure Insane Zen back off. We've got Lancelot Lancelot getting the turtle, and now there's another kill. Corey Cutie getting taken now pretty fast. I'm not surprised. Uranus is not that tanky in the early game.
He is not, definitely not. When you're against a Lancelot too, he can't really do anything if you do not have the crowd control. He's going to be using you as a dasher, as a way to stack up too. And yeah, unfortunate for him, he's going to be losing out a lot of gold to the bottom lane side. And this is definitely going to be giving Secret Shrine a space and a control onto the center of the map. And they will be able to get all those ganks if they want to go for it this time around. Ton, Array?
Oh, dude, I think that's going okay. Zushin gets the pull. We've got the Mountain Shocker taking the kill on Art, who was not suspecting that at all. But look at that. Insane Zin actually gets taken out as a revenge. We've got the jungler being taken out for the roamer, which is a good trade. We've got Hilda jumping in. Wild Force is absolutely real. We've got Array jumping in with the AOG to escape death. Sure death, of course, because Bruno is doing a lot of damage. We've got 3 roses. Thorned Rose, of course, but I like calling it 3 roses because he's got 3 effects, not 3 sponges on the skill.
Definitely. If you see the caster's prediction right now, Crooks, it's all in favor of Secret Shrine. I'm sorry for DNS though, because you are the underdog teams and top dogs are more favorable. But to the top lane, Pawan Singh.
Oh no! Fate gets the tower and he gets the kill on Pawan Singh too. And look at Array, he does not have the AOG. That means he's going to be taken out. Off camera, of course, we've got Vance Thor getting taken out by 2 people. Uranus and Insane Zin. Corey Cutie is absolutely tanking up all of the damage. But look at that. I think Romcom is actually going to get pulled up. No damage whatsoever because obviously we've got Zushin being absolutely useless in terms of actually attacking Hilda. Look at that. We've got Art jumping in. I think he's trying to get the kill, but waits out on the ultimate of Zushin. And then I think nothing much is happening, but we got Fate getting taken out by Insane Zin. In most cases, I think it's going to be a big wipeout. AOG connecting onto absolutely nobody. I think 1 person got connected. Uranus' ultimate allows him to escape from danger, and I think it's not going to be that good for the side of team Dickensons because they've lost their jungler. And I think they're losing up on most of the crucial fights. As of right now, we've got Vance Thor in top lane. That means no turtle. So early on, of course. I think Harriet is going to get ganked. We've got Puncture on him. He's got punctured. I think Phantom Execution has done a lot of damage to him, but now with the Zaman Force off camera, he's trying to survive. Of course, Hilda and Lancelot will get the kill. Romcom is the one who gets the kill on Harriet. Pawan Singh down.
Pawan Singh not really having the best time of his life because he does not have the unlimited dares, but under the bottom lane as well. That's going to be Corey Cody actually taken very low, but the mid lane is going to be taken away by Secret Shrine. Again, that's going to be opening up a lot of reason into the map, and they're going to be having control into the jungle. Look at that.
An amazing tsunami slam, but to no avail. We've got Insane Zen getting killed, and in the end, Array was used his AOG to escape from that situation. He does not want to be in between 4 people, because of course, his passive might actually keep him alive, but not with magic damage on the line. We've got Kimmy, who will shred him in a matter of seconds. We've got the 2nd turtle of the match, 3rd turtle of the match being taken out with execution of the Phantom. Lancelot's, of course, ultimate Phantom Execution and Retribution together. And now, a lot of pressure being applied to DNS.
Yeah, a lot of pressure being applied, and they cannot really do anything about this because Dickensons right now is definitely going to be in trouble because he does not really have the crits to try to follow again, and he's just gotten the Hunter Stride and not even going for the War Axe, which means that he's trying to get for the full damage and no sick out. Never mind, look at Corey though, taking a lot of damage at Multi-Sicker as well being used, but it's going to be 1 casualty onto the bottom lane, just 1 turret taken away, and DNS, they do not have any option but to try to stay put in one place and get all this from the they require because they do have a Harriet who can scale out. But now Secret Shrine have a lot of goldie into their hands already. Just 8 minutes of this game, they are able to secure 3 turrets on top, on bot, and mid too, and they already gotten the lot of damage into the hands of Bit as well because this Kimmy, he got the concentrated and he's trying to go for those physical something again. I'm pretty sure he might eventually go for the Demon Hunter too, but I'm not sure yet. But onto the top lane though, look at the damage.
Oh my god, Corey Cutie is actually taking a lot of damage from Fate. He's actually juggling those balls in space. I mean, enemy spaces, DNS are actually kind of like struggling with that one. Mountain Shocker being used to clear the mid lane. I think it was used to actually get vision on the enemies, but now it's absolutely useless. Minions are its target now. We've got high ground play coming in from DNS.
Yeah, high ground play coming in for DNS, but the macro factor coming up on the side once it onto this Lancelot is too much for them to handle. Even though they are many, I mean, they are just trying to stay put. But DNS, they have to stay together as of now because there's no way they will be able to go alone. And the only person that can actually go alone, never mind, Tsunami Slam.
Tsunami Slam on RA. He's going to be taken now in a matter of seconds. He does not connect. I mean, of course, he's not able to use his ultimate. The AOG misses completely, but Phantom Execution gets the kill on Invoker. He's absolutely down. We've got Corey Cutie getting taken out too. The killing spree allows him to stay alive for a matter of seconds more. I think he's going to be in trouble if Harriet, and okay, he's going to be taken out. Puncture. He uses the puncture, but he's not able to survive that. Insane gets the kill on Dance through, and now it's the time for Lord, but Insane does not have, of course, his ultimate, the Mountain Shocker, and I think nobody wants to actually take the turtle Lord right now.
I mean, even Secret Shine couldn't do that, but they will be eventually having the spacing to try to take out the turtle, the Lord too. But one shocking factor I can see from Invoker is that even if they are behind, he pick up that a Sky Piercer, which is kind of something you don't really need it because you can full build onto the Clock of Destiny so that you'll be able to have that sustain too. And of course, you already have the anti-heal going one already, so why not rush and build the full Clock of Destiny so you'll be able to have those tankiness into you as well. But nevertheless, he's gonna be trying to get all those kills, but with this much gold behind, okay, I don't think it will be actually good, but this is what I was worried about. Bit, he went for the Berserker's Fury, so that is a lot of crits. He's trying to go for the attack speed build onto the magic build. I'm pretty unsure if it can work. The Demon Hunter was also used up by him, but yeah, look at that. Lore is right into the mid side. Not much taken.
Flicker being used. Catches with the Tsunami Slam, but it's too far away. He can't get it across the wall. But again, Array gets taken out. Bruno is going crazy. He's juggling the balls all over the places and faces of Team DNS. Here goes Panther getting the kill on Insane, and that it's absolutely an easy GG's for the side of Team Sacred Shrine. They're not even putting any effort up anymore. It's GG's. The next is down, and the game is over.
Yeah, I'm definitely questioning my life choices. I would have voted for a 4-0, just something like that. But yeah, nevertheless, a good gameplay coming out from the side of Secret Shrine. Definitely the MVP of the game will be Mr. Bit onto the Kimmy, kind of his signature, I would say. Ben out is Yuffie is going to be picking out the Kimmy too. Ben out the Kimmy is going to be picking out the Jushin as well, but you can never know, because there's a lot of factor in that game. There was also Van Satoru with the kills here and there with the macro plays, and Art with the Search Perfect already. And this time around, he wasn't needed, I would say. I mean, he was sure needed, but all he had to do was hold bouncing into the lane, not give him any farm, and get him ganked most of the time. And when they lose out onto the mid lane for DNS, Secret Shrine, they already have a lot of control since the start of the turtle. And when you lose out the turtle onto a hero like the Yisensin, which was kind of questionable, right? He was picking out the Yisensin against a Lancelot, which is something you don't usually do. So yeah, even if you are try to stick to the comfort, also you have to be careful on what the teams are going to be countering you with. So I think DNS, they have to set their draft again, try to cleanse it out, pick out a different hero that can literally be a good counter and you can be good on playing it too. But yeah, Secret Shrine, it's the execution, I would say. They have a lot of ways to try to go for the engages, and they did it so well. The follow-ups are so good. Rom-com, yeah, always there with the follow-up too. And I would say this is also one of the factors where a Secret Shrine, where again, the champion into the top dogs.
Oh, definitely, dude. Sacred Shrine absolutely shredded. Well, obviously in the late game, no chances for DNS to actually defend that. Corey Cutie getting melted down pretty fast. Array getting absolutely slapped on by Bruno's balls. Fate was absolutely having fun with that one, I'd be very honest with you. All the juggling, though. He was able to actually use the 2-ball technique, the instant hidden technique from, Bruno's hidden history, obviously. Mm-hmm. Fate absolutely, just carried most of the team pushing. We've got the, 72% of the tower damage being done by fate. I'll be very honest with you. Even if Insane Zen had like 7,000, it does not really actually compare to anything that Fate did. That's like 3 times less than what Fate actually just did. Again, the whole thing is Van Satoru's Lancelot. You can't really give that guy a Lancelot anymore. You need to know that, Lancelot is going to be a very big problem, especially in the hands of Van Satoru. He's going to be a problem in all cases, of course. Even if you give him utility, you can ban the boxer. You need to make sure he's actually going to be forced to use the assassin junglers. But even then, he's absolutely amazing with them. It's kind of like a, win-win situation for him.
Yeah. I mean, he's actually well versed on the assassins, mainly the Veni, mainly the Hayabusa. No, wait, not the. It's gonna be the Lancelot more than the Hayabusa, I would say. Yeah, but yeah, I think I also kind of blame the draft for the side of DNS too, because picking out the Yi Sin when you want to give away the Lancelot is definitely a no go. You kind of want to play the Yi Sin, then take away the Lancelot and the first one. That's gonna be enough. You can have a risk on giving away the Eve too when you already wanna pick out the Gatot. But yeah, we can't really blame them. There's a lot into the fact that Secret Run have already have that draft straight from the start. They gotten the Kalea, which I had thought, in my mind also they could have removed the Kalea, they could remove the Fanny too. I mean the Fanny situation also it was okay. I feel like they could have removed the Kalea and the CC. The CC was removed, but yeah, the CC not gonna be open for Secret Shrine. And the Kalea being open was kind of different, I would say. But yeah, I think Art is more of an aggressive setter, and he is more well versed to use out the Kaleas and the Chos than the Baxia. So yeah, that's also one factor that the NS should focus on. Maybe it's the finals and all. Insane can bring out his Gushin. Just saying.
I mean, it's possible, but why do you want to pick an assassin that can actually, melt down maybe the backline, but then again, will be taken out pretty well? This guy has dashes, he can escape, but then the only problem is, of course, the whole idea of the snowball. If Agushin does not have a snowball, it's going to be a big problem for him, and also you have, like, DNS who are kind of like, running around each other. They don't have a good, startup. They don't have like a rom-com in their team, of course, who can engage into the enemies and then make sure that Gushin stays safe. Rom-com highlights to him the dude is absolutely a beast on the EXP lane, and the guy is just like an absolute pain to deal with in any objective fight, or maybe even a gank. Dude, this guy is absolutely going on 3 legs.
Definitely. Most of the time I think it's more rom-com with the follow-ups that help him get all those kills, all those pressures, especially into the mid side. And there was 0 crowd controller that can literally stop the Lancelot. When you give it away, they gave away the Lancelot into the very first pick. So when they did not have any sort of crowd control that can be an answer to the Lancelot, I kind of was skeptical already about the draft, and they pick away they also pick away the Dushin, which is kind of a hero that struggle against the Lancelot mostly more than the first time, I would say. And yeah, we could see what Van Satoru could do with that Lancelot already. So there's always a dive, and there's always an immobile mazes on the other side. So maybe they cannot do this right now, because we're going to be going into the drafting phase again. Game number 2, DNS is 0 still, with Sacred Shrine having already won a win. So right now, DNS will be having the first pick. They have to use this to their full potential.
Of course they do. You can't actually just not ban Lancelot now. I think DNS are probably going to ban the Baxia and then maybe the Lancelot too. The 1-1 though, obviously Sacred Shrine are just going to jump with the 1-1 ban. I mean, it's been done before. It'll be done again. I think it's going to be all okay for them to actually ban the 1-1 if they want to go for maybe a strong gold laner like maybe Bruno, of course. We've got the options of Claude too for the side of Team Sacred Shrine, so I think they're going to be fine even if they go for the big brain bands.
Let's see. I'm just too I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Secret Shrine are going to be picking out this time around because DNS they are taking their time to ban away. So if Doom does not want to play the Kalea, they can ban the Kalea. Even the one has to go here, and if they want to go for the respect ban route again, the bit hero ban can come through again. Eve, this Eve has been stopping a lot of heroes that DNS were about to ban, I would say. But yeah, the Kalea is going to be taken away, so that's one art hero gone. And Secret Shrine always consistent on banning away the 1-1 again. But DNS, until the first pick, they banned away the Yi Shen Sin. Definitely not something I was calling out for.
I mean, the Yisun Shin is not something that I really wanted to actually see banned. But then again, I think it's DNS's way of saying we don't want to give you Yisun Shin, but that's not what you're actually supposed to be doing. After the previous game, you're supposed to be banning the Lancelot, or unless, of course, you want to pick up the Mincetar and make sure that Mincetar is the one who counters him. Obviously, that's a possibility. Obviously, you've got the Phobius too. I think that's going to be an easy pick on to your side too now. The previous game, obviously, they've gotten the Phobius ban in the second banning phase. So I think it'll be open for now, at least. If you gotta actually have the Lancelot, either give it to the enemy, make sure you have a counter. Because in the previous game, you had literally no way of actually keeping Lancelot in check. We've got the 1-1 and 1-1. Oh, the Boxy gets picked on the side of Team DNS. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh! Boxia, aha. I would say I'll be saying that it's gonna be a flex. Dare I say? Okay, let's say it's a flex pick. It can go into the hands of Ray, or it can be into the hands of Insane Jin also. I don't want him on the tank, so we'll never get what we want. But yeah, pick away the Boxer and the Kimi together. A very solid choice into the first pick. But why is this top banned from Secret Shrine? Actually, it has to be the Lancelot, right?
I mean, look, it's a Lancelot and Angela. Dude, I'm not joking. This is literally the epoch of absolute. How do I explain how ranked games are and the couples thing? It's I'm crying.
Okay. I see what you mean, though.
I'm crying, dude. I hate watching couples play Angela Lancelot, Angela Gushin, and now I'm fasting for one of those games. I'm absolutely deluded.
But I mean, I don't know why, but the Lancelot is still open, man. Oh my goodness, I don't like it open. Why do you open if you don't want to pick it? Just ban it, man. But it will never. This is a very, very. I don't know what to say. But Secret Shrine. First pick Angela is very ballsy, I would say. But they have the Eve again, which was banned out into the first game by DNS. So they do know that Eve was very, very dangerous into the finals, into the top dogs too. But now that they let go of the Lancelot again, wait. Why is the pick for? What are the picks for DNS here? The first three.
It's Kimi, Phobius, and Boxia. So I'm having faith that it's actually Kimi, Phobius, and Boxia, because obviously you need the Phobius to keep Lancelot in check. We've got the Moskov getting banned from the side of Team Sacred Shrine, and Fanny. I think those are accurate enough. Yves getting picked on the side of Team Sacred Shrine means that they're going for a kill box idea. I think a Gato catcher might actually be the way to go right now. Or the EXP lane.
Why is the Kimi banned again, though? There we go. Oh, okay. CC. It has to be the hero that is banned away by Secret Shrine because they cannot really let go of the CC too. Now that the Phobius is already out there, Secret Shrine have the Lancelot too. This is one hero that it's an attempt. Man, I was actually I was about to crash out because I did not know what was happening there. Okay, Nathan ban, very understandable, and there we go. The Lapu into the hands of Mr. Ramcom. So now DNS, they have to be very decisive of what kind of mid lane, what kind of gold lane they have to go for because the choices are so limited. Harriet is still out there, the Grandeur is still there. Why not pick up the Grandeur directly? But the Grandeur against the Lancelot is also not the very best choice. Okay, Hilda. Hilda.
Oh no, the
Lord.
quad's being picked
What
by
is it?
inside of Team DNS. That means Sacred Shrine might actually just have a problem here.
Uh-huh.
They can't pick the Granger, but the Hilda is going to charge right at him every single time. So let's just face it. I think the Phobius and Hilda are going to be the most problematic heroes to actually deal with for the side of Team Sacred Shrine, for their gold laner, of course. Lancelot might not really have that much of a hard time. He might be able to escape, especially with Angela. Again, Angela, a healing hero with Baxia.
Baxia.
How does that work?
I don't. I don't like it. I don't hate it. But they have the Eve, so it's okay. But then again, when there is an Eve
That's a good
and there is a Claude, it's not okay. But Carry.
A carry against Hilda, Phobius, and Baxia? Good thinking, good thinking.
But he's not gonna be having the space, right, against the Claude.
True, but the Malefic Gun is good.
I kind of. Oh, okay. Malefic Gun. It has to be. The Malefic Gun has to come, but only after you have at least 2 damage items onto your kit. That's something Secret Shrine can work around with. In this scenario, I thought they could go for a little bit more range. But yeah, I mean, the Malefic Gun coming through can be good here for Secret Shrine onto the hands of the carry. But yeah, the early stages of this game, they shouldn't be going too aggressive like they did into the first phase. Because this time around, DNS, they are the one having the Hilda and the Baxia combination together. Oh my goodness, look at this players, man. They look so ready to play. Look at Gami especially. He's so ready to get the guns blazing into the land of Dawn.
Oh man, I'm actually kind of excited for this game. I think right now DNS might actually make a comeback, but if the carry at all gets any farm, I think you'll be able to, destroy it. I think DNS might actually be in a side of a sword right now. I think they're hanging off cliff. If at all carry gets the farm that she needs, she might actually just shred Team DNS. If not, I think Sacred Shrine actually just might lose this one. I think that momentum from the first game might actually just be overconfidence with, a no-tank synergy strategy. But now I have this feeling that Team DNS might actually just get the win,
Yeah, I mean... I'm just a Lancelot fanatic or something like that, but I like a Lancelot wherever it may go. But now that we mentioned it, I think DNS does have a lot of frontliners, and they have the Forest too. They have the Hilda, which is a lot of pressure already into the early stages, and they do have scaling into the late game. They have a lot of damage into the mid side and the gold side too, so they can play for the gold together. Have that prio into the mid side, get those control onto the center of the map, try to get the bushes, control the bushes, not let the gangs upon Gami also, because that was what DNS were suffering from. They let the gold lane be alone, and there wasn't anything that even Doom can do with that. So this time around, Secret Shrine, they're gonna be a little bit passive, because into the room it's an Angela. I did not think in my entire casting career that I would see art on an Angela, but here we are. We'll always be seeing something different every time we come here, bro.
Art's e-girl personality is outside of the closet now. I think it's going to be him just, I think it's just going to be him having fun. Puppy, boom, everyone in his team. But then again, you've got Claude, who might be the biggest target for Yves. Obviously, anything that Yves does, I think Yves going to be a problem with maybe Hilda or maybe Claude too. I think the battle mirror image is going to allow him to move freely in and out RWM. Maybe Hilda might get stuck in between here and there. I think Yves might actually have some time to escape. But then again, you got Claude. You might actually be in trouble. If you try to set up with the Yves, Claude is all over your face.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of attack speeds or a lot of magic and physical damage already from side DNS here. But this Baxia, it can be good against the Angela already, so it's still there. But the carry might eventually be able to melt him down, so there has to be someone that can dive into the carry. So it has to be Doom. But it is a rumor we are talking about, and the no crowd control rumor together with a Kimi. we might be seeing a lot of action to the early stages of this game, so that they will not be able to give out the snowball to the Lancelot too. But despite having the flicker option and the ways to try to dodge out the Lancelot, the Kimi also does struggle against a Lancelot because of the insane amount of mobility that he have. Okay, so this time around we are so long in. I mean, we are taking our time trying to take the draft here. I'm pretty sure we'll be jumping in anytime soon. But yeah, we have to see what the players are gonna be looking like. It's just they're looking weird, but they're looking okay-ish because why am I focusing on the players?
Exactly. Let's focus back on the heroes. You've got Kairi, a hero you can melt down, maybe Baxia, Fulvius, and also Hilda. But one thing that I want to actually mention now, the thing that we already talked about, is the fact that Baxia exists, and that means Angela's going to have a hard time. But then again, also Lapu Lapu. A lot of spell vamp is just going to be wasted. I think that's going to be a wasted opportunity. I don't know how Lapu Lapu is going to actually just come back from this. I think Romcom has an idea up his head. I think he's actually trying to think about ways to actually counter the Baxia too. I'm not really sure how it's going to go. I think maybe an Oracle is going to be, required in this game. I think it's call to action. But then again, we can never tell. We can never really be sure. With the Phobius being there, I think an Oracle won't be actually worth it to buy. So again, it's all a matter of how these guys want to play it.
See, this is it's gonna be so important for the early game on a Baxia. You can't really outfarm a Lancelot, but you can catch up to him. So that's where the whole team comes through. You can actually be behind onto the level and experiences onto the jungle, but you can't really lose out so much that you give away the snowballs into the hands of the Lancelot. So this is going to be a very, very careful game for DNS, but also a very aggressive one. They have to be very decisive onto their engages most of the time. But Secret Shrine, they can wait. They can actually wait a little longer so that they'll be able to go for the setups, and maybe the early game they can give it away, not get too crazy, just try to get all those items going on onto the hands of Kelvra here, and then once you get those damage items and even the range, the Malefic Gun, maybe that's where they'll be able to shine through and through. But if DNS aren't able to get the early game in a good momentum, they might eventually be a space for them to struggle too, because they are actually lacking into the card control, which is kind of understandable because Secret Shrine also doesn't have the best card control. It always have to be the Lens Shaker, and that's not always going to be available. So yeah, you have to see what they'll be able to do into the early stages, because we will not be able to predict just by watching this. I'm pretty sure being onto the year when you get those 3 items, there's always a ways to come back when you have a Neve, but when you have a diver like the Hilda, you gotta be careful on your position.
True. I mean, Eve's positioning is all that actually matters. If it's all Team Sacred Shrine make a little bit of a mistake in terms of positioning, I think Eve is going to be directly taken out. Claude, again, is one of the heroes and he needs to be taken care of before Eve can actually pop that RWM. Otherwise, we've got, maybe Kimmy. Actually, I think Kimmy is not going to be that much of a problem unless, of course, Lapu Lapu and maybe, Kairi actually try to engage in the back line. I think then that's going to be a problem. It's like Kimmy is going to try to pressure them into going back. I think that's the only case scenario where Kimmy actually stands out on top in terms of a team fight. Again, in terms of ganking, I think Kimmy's top notch. I think anybody from the side of Team Sacred Shrine, if at all they get caught by Kimmy's, slow, I think it's going to be a problem. Again, if they go for the Berserker Fury or maybe Demon Hunter Sword, I think they might actually just take too much damage. That they might actually just end up dying pretty quick.
Once we are above these boring phases, I think there has a little bit of an excitement for this game for the fans of art as well as art and cup. Yeah, that's the line. We also did a poll. Eventually, my prediction wasn't exactly my own prediction. I was more focusing on what the teams, the Cups team, Insane's team, Insane's fan base. I would say not even the fan base, the viewers. Yeah. they were, I was trying to set a poll for them, trying to see what they were voting for, and not funny enough, but they were actually voting against their own team. So yeah, that's the vote. It's not just my prediction, Crooks. It's the prediction of the whole viewership that he have won. So even the viewers are trying to predicting that Secret Shrine will win against DNS, so which is kind of something we don't usually see when you have a viewership like this. So it's kind of fun, I would say. It's kind of fun, but we will be seeing how they will be able to do that, because Art himself did not want to go for. He did not even want to give even one against DNS. They want to go for the clean sweep, so they are very ready.
What do we talk about now? How is the weather there, Debbie? I think I want to know how the weather is in every one of your chats. Like, what do you call it? The chat section. Drop how the weather is going on your, wherever you guys are. Tell me where you guys are from, and tell me how the weather is going. And to you, Debbie, how's the weather going?
You know what? In my place, it's always cold. It's humid and cold. There's no way that it's gonna be very sunny. It can.
Oh,
it's like a UK weather. We have something of a UK weather, and it's coming here. My own local
Is
place.
that where the British accent comes from? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude.
I took the weather and the accent together, so that's it.
A package deal, I say. You know where I come from? It's absolutely hot and humid. I die. I think that's why people think I'm from California. I think that's the accent.
Oh my
I'm not from California, though. I'm joking. Well, jokes aside, guys. I hope everyone's actually having a fun time. I hope nobody's sick. If you guys are, take take medicines. Make sure you guys are staying healthy, because you guys are the key.
Oh wow. You know what, Crooks? I've never been happy to see this animation. Look at the perfect and sick animation we are going through. After a long hell of a post, we are back. We are going for game number 2, guys. So DNS will be going against Secret Shrine again into this grand finals. We will see who will be coming out on top. This is game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are into the Land of Dawn.
We've got Invoker taking a ton of damage, but nothing too serious. I think that can be healed right back up with maybe the regen spell. I think it's going to be fine. Bid also kind of low on HP. I think Art is going to be the one who will heal Bid to, absolute surety. Oh, look at that. Bid's actually taking a lot of damage, but Art is absolutely not caring at all. I think this is what actually happens when an e-girl actually exists. Rom-com, throwing his swords out, flying swords, and look at Bid just getting caught by, another team fighter maybe. I think right now Array is invading with the Hilda. I think that's a good possibility. We're used to use the puncture. I think he's fine now.
It's fine. This is a hammer holding Hilda. Oh my god. Oh no, another pulse. I can feel the frustration for the beavers too, because I can smell it. I've got some... Never mind, because we are also feeling frustrated too, but we cannot not fix our problems here, guys, because we're going to be having a player's request also, right? But yeah, it's actually very funny, right? I can't get over Art on the Angela. So it's a Roamer Angela versus a Hilda, and it's an assassin into the jungle too, for the side of Secret Shrine. So invasion is gonna be happening, right? And their mid laner mage is not even a control mage. It's a slow down mage. So Array, he can do anything he wants with the hammer that he has been holding.
Isn't that an axe though? I think Hilda uses an axe.
I thought. It has to be an axe.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's an axe. I believe that it is an axe, because I don't think Hilda is actually one of the heroes that actually wields a hammer. I think Tigreal is one of those heroes. I don't know any other heroes that actually have an axe. Maybe Alice has an axe, but then it's a half axe, because the name of the item is called War Axe, and it has a hammer on one side of it. So I think it's practically half an axe. So 1x2. Sorry, 1.5 heroes in Mobile Legends have an axe.
They always have something to hold, right? There's no one who doesn't have anything, especially Erla. You have 2 stuff to hold in his 2 hands, so it's gonna be a messy one if he doesn't hold it right in game fights. But Yeah, I think it has to be an X for Hilda because the way he has been hunting, like you're gonna need an X. The hammer is gonna be actually useless if you're hunting. So yeah, that has to be something. But yeah,
To be fair,
looking at
he
the
can
pictures
bonk
so far,
people.
yeah. Wait,
To be
what?
fair, I understand. I understand why you actually thought it was a hammer. I think it's because of the ultimate, the bonk, the ultimate
Oh yeah, the
bonk.
bombs. Mm-hmm.
Boom.
He's just like
That's
yeah.
right. You put a lot of attack items on Hilda, and then she's basically an assassin. Just jumps in the face and then bonks you out of existence. Boom.
Yeah, the fact that Romcom was also the one who picked away the Hilda into the XP lane, and he got Fury Hammer. That's why I was thinking maybe it's a hammer after all. There's a lot
I
of
mean, fair
penetration
enough.
already. That's about it. That's about it. But I think 3 minutes is the allotted time for the polls to happen, so we can't actually do anything about it. You're just gonna hear us yapping and see Mr. E-Girl. Yeah, Mr. and E-Girl doesn't go together, but I'm gonna be using it anyway because I can. And it's art. We're talking about art on the Angela. I've never seen him on an Angela. Maybe the Matilda, of course. The Kalea, yes, obviously. But Angela, never mind. But yeah, when you have a jungle like one Satoru, you want to play any hero for him that can be a supporter for him too. But maybe there's kind of a downfall with the pick here because they do have a Hilda for Array here with the aggression, which is kind of a different kind of playstyle he usually goes for because this guy he loves the setups, he loves the pickups.
Oh.
He doesn't. Oh my goodness, bro! Hey, it's as annoying as my weather.
You know, my weather is not any bit different. It's absolutely annoying too. And then again, I want to talk about art being a, Angela. I hate Angela's. I'll be very honest with you. And on the enemy team, it's an
Why?
absolute meat shield. It cannot be taken down. I hate Angela's on my team because it always, they always jump on the enemy. What do you call it? I'm sorry, the ally couple hero that they're actually
Oh,
not a couple.
couple. Nah.
Couples basically. It's so annoying that I can't actually even have fun playing a game anymore because those two are just like simping on each other and just chilling there, and then I'm there like, oh dude, I'm the EXP. Come on, help! I'm
Yeah,
facing
gotta
four
help.
people.
Oh man. Yeah, unless they are a duo of Art and Vansatoro, yeah, you don't want that in your teams, right? So let's see about it because we're going to be finally back into the game. Enough of the poses. Here we are. The momentum might actually be gone, but there's still going to be a pressure coming in from the side of DNS and surrender.
All right, guys. I think we've got a game. I think Team
We got a
DNS
game.
and Sacred Shrine have decided that we are the ones being trolled and not them. They are absolutely gonna be the winners because we are the ones who actually have to forgive them. I think Debbie forgives them too. I can speak for her in that regard, and I think I can actually believe that all of you can forgive them too. I think there was some kind of network issue, and nobody wants to play in anything other than ADMS. If anything, above that, it's just going to be a pain. Am I right, Debbie?
Yeah, you're right. Above ATMS, you can't really do stuff. I mean, you can play the Angela, of course, but not the Lancelot or the Phobias even. It's definitely not going to be the best case scenario for you too. But yeah, there we go.
I used to play on the Indo server at one point in my life, and I'll be very honest with you.
Wow.
120 MS is just painful to deal with. I wouldn't go back there again. Constant 120s.
We shall not. Let's stick into the Indian server, please. So we're bound to do that as well. But
the dark system.
Dark system. Yeah, I think you guys got it. Wait, let me adjust my cam just a little bit so that I'll be able to... Yeah, there we go.
Congratulations, you have now elevated from statuses way far. Okay, I'm not going to say anything, never mind.
Alright. I think we have some issues with the streaming part, so we gotta wait on that. Maybe we might get something out of the picture, out of the topic too. We also talked about the weather already, but yeah, blame Monton, guys. You can read the chats if you want.
Oh, okay. Fun times, guys.
Unless there's someone saying some stuff like, I don't know. L war drums. Sorry. Yeah, no L for war drums, guys. You got 11 avoidance, man. Because of the way they are showing us how there are so many people who have been hidden, and we can see them now shining. I mean, yeah, that's where we're gonna be starting. So yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. Just wait for the games to be reviewed and resumed again. Don't be so happy for DNS because that was not a win. That was gonna be a rematch. Kirksey, you can sleep. JK.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, we can't.
I'm kidding, guys. What's up? I'm back. I'm alive. I'm not dead yet.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm not.
No, Natalia. I think we gotta have some information, right? If we are gonna be starting early or from the background.
Wait. Let me just look up on the information that we're getting. Okay. No information as of now, and we will be continuing to talk about the weather. I hope everyone's having a good day. Nobody's sick, right?
Oh, right. I think we can talk about the newest Joy skin, right? Because of the voice line.
Oh no, not the newest Joy skin just because of the voice line. This dude just actually does this. What? I mean, dude, I mean, Kairi did that, but like, me with a double chin? Nah, dude, that's not possible for me to do. I get jealous every time I look at that.
Alright, no. But the voice line is kind of fire though, because you can see, right, they were mentioning the players. Bruisers, Brusco, of course. King Kong also getting mentioned. Dang, that's the first time I've heard on the skin.
That.
It's like amazing, bro. You gotta
Captain
buy that.
Kelra and everything. Yes,
Captain Kelra. It's like the gold standard. It's so annoying. It's annoying.
Dude, where was that in Lancelot's Bren skin and maybe Estes' Blacklist skin? Where is that? Come on, put some, credits to the heroes, man. The heroes of the matches, dude. Like, come on, they deserve that spot. They deserve the skin too, by the way. I love that Estes skin. As an Estes main myself, I actually adored that skin. Top notch.
Your Estes main?
My first main was Estes, and then Argus came out, and I was just solo queuing with that dude, and I loved him.
I'm hard judging right now. Not gonna lie.
Why? Dude, it was back in 2018. Leave me alone. Okay.
No.
Okay then.
I don't know. Get this, Natalia again. I mean, bro, come on, man. Estes, there wasn't. No.
Okay, you're still judging me. Then I'm going.
Okay. You gotta come back, man. We kind of need you. You're an Argus man. I'm pretty sure about that.
I mean, I am an Argus man. That's just because I used to actually love playing the hero. Because back in the day, let's just face it, nobody was immortal and everyone would die, but then Argus wouldn't. And he had a 5 second. No, originally he had a 6 second ultimate and then turned to a 5 second ultimate and now 4 second ultimate. But now it's actually an 8 second ultimate, so I give it a little bit. It's fine. I forgive you, developers. It's okay. You removed the, what do you call it? The bleeding effect, which you added into early 2020, and then you're now just putting it as a 20% slow for a second. It's a 0 point seconds. It's not even 1 second anymore. It's 0 point. Why? Oh, we're back in the game.
That's what we were talking about. Let's go back into the cave because I'm also having fun with that. But yeah, let's go. Game number 2. We are back with the same draft, of course, definitely. And no team listen to the sites as well. We will be seeing the teams DNS will be going against Sacred Shrine into this best of 5. Series. And it's gonna be the second game right now. I'm kind of tweaking right now, folks, but that's gonna be a pressure coming in from Array again.
Oh, Vansatharu is actually in trouble in the jungle. I think Hilda is not going to actually jump in anytime soon. I think he's going to be fine. Look at the bot lane. I think Pawan Singh is actually taking a ton of damage from kairi, of course, which is true damage, so it's going to be even more dangerous. And Hilda, Array looking at something. I think both of the teams are actually kind of like trying to make sure they don't die just yet, especially not early on.
They didn't die. I think, this is kind of a second chance I want to try to predict what Doom can do with this hero, so they are actually having a greater time and are with the rotation as well. So now this is going to be a slow game. This is going to be a slow game for both of the teams. But then for DNS, you kind of don't want this to play it into a slow position. You want to go there with the aggression. You want to have that mid prior. You want to have that control. You want to have that Hilda playing all over the places. But right now, Fade Flicker wasted. That's going to be one team, one resources down for the side of Secret Shrine.
Oh, but again, we've got the first turtle of the match spawning in. I think this is gonna be it. This is gonna be where the first first blood is gonna be taken. I hope so. Because if these guys actually don't stop hiding in their bushes and everything, I think this is going to be a very, very, very long match, and I'm not into that. Oh, we've got Hilda actually finding Heart through, and also a rom-com. I think that's going to be an engage. Corey Cutie finding his way to Lancelot. We've got the puncture.
Oh, then again, what?
Foxia gets the Turtle with his retribution. Phobius is on Art's face and gets the first blood. Art is going to be taken out. I think it's going to be followed up by maybe a Phobius getting a double kill. No, I think Yves is going to be safe. Bid is actually playing a little far. We've got Lancelot running for his life from the Infernal Pursuit. Immunes Hilda's ultimate. The bonk is immune. Wow. I think this is the guy who can actually immune the bonk.
The bonk. That's the taunt rose being used again. But that's going to be the win for Retribution for Insane. Very, very shocking. He won out the Retribution. That's going to be giving him... Oh, never mind, top lane.
We've got Boxia, Insane Zane getting taken out. Dude, that guy just jumped in and took the red buff. I think he's gotten punished by Romcom, obviously. I think right now Sacred Shrine are in a problematic situation. Romcom forced to retreat because Phobius is a big problem, and especially in the early game, he's got that damage going for him. I think Boxia now is going for the blue buff and making sure that Lancelot can't really invade right now. Romcom hasn't retreated, has the, the shield from his passive, is able to stay in the lane for a little longer, but look at that. I think he might actually, the ultimate, the RWM, seals the fate for Invoker. I think Kimmy was not supposed to be there and gets caught in a very peculiar situation. Bid now is actually trying to engage Romcom with the ultimate. Hardguard is now able to return back to the fight, but that's not going to be the case because obviously we don't want any pressure being built from any side, and we've got in the bot lane Fate taking down Pawan Singh.
Yeah, I want to see who have the gold lead in the gold lane here right now. Because first we're already into the hands of Fate. Oh wait, Custer's prediction is back again, and still it's not going to be changing because Jay will of course going to be voting for Sacred Shrine here. That's her team, by the way. 4-0 is kind of coming true because DNS doesn't really look good again. But the setup in the turtle as well is going to be popping up right now. And look at the roly-poly.
Oh, we've got Boxia going to the back line. We've got the flicker being used up. Bid is able to escape. But look at that. Okay, we've got Phobius just jumping in, trying to get the back line into a very bad situation. They can't engage on the turtle. We've got Boxia taking the little turtle and no pressure whatsoever. We've got Bid's ultimate and Phobius trying to engage. We've got him getting taken out. Corey Cutie out of the picture. Now, everyone's low in HP. I think Team DNS have the advantage. They might actually just take the buff and call it a day. We've got the hard guard, and we've got Lancelot trying to actually get something out of that. No, I don't think it's going to happen. And Lancelot gets his blue up without any pressure.
But yeah, there was a little bit of a setup coming through, but Romcom trying to engage. He might. Look at that.
He does engage, and he's able to actually stun Boxia into an oblivion. And there goes another one. Array getting taken out too, but Romcom is sacrificed for that. We've got Boxia and Hilda getting taken out, which is actually pretty good. But then again, is it worth it if you actually lose the EXP laner that you adore the most? I mean, I adore the most, obviously, because Romcom's absolutely goated.
That's the because onto his setup hero, he's kind of he's kind of one of the best, I would say. But wait.
Lane. Here comes the battle mirror image and also the blazing duet, but for no avail, we've got Pawan Singh getting taken out, and all pressure being built in the bot lane. That's not what you want. Fate is going to be the biggest problem for the side of Team DNS. They have a very tanky lineup, and if Fate gets all the farm that he needs, he's able to actually just melt Corey Cutie, Insane Zin, and also, but look at that, we've got Phantom Execution almost taking down Invoker, but look at it, look at that, I think Phobius saves his life. The power of friendship. In the bot lane, we've got Hard Guard, again, power of friendship, keeping Kairi alive, Boxia and Array, I think they're gonna actually be forced to retreat. Top lane.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure onto the top lane again, a 1v1.
I don't think anyone's actually going to play around. I think he's returned back. We've got Romcom on full HP, especially after taking down all of the minions with his ultimate. Of course, he's able to actually come back with full HP, but Phobius is not that far back. He's got 60% HP. He can engage in a fight, so they've gone for the second turtle of the match. We've got Romcom engaging on Invoker. Not the best situation. No, Insane's in and engaging on Romcom now, and Romcom's going to be taken now. Unless, of course, he lands his ultimate and almost gets the kill on Invoker, but Boxia gets the kill. Insane's in, gets the kill on Invoker. And then Corey Cutie is also getting taken out. Pawan Singh also getting taken out by Bransathoru. Dude, that's a ton of things happening in a matter of seconds. Array now is going to be melted down by Kairi. That's in New York City.
Yeah, man, that's a paper hill that we're talking about. No hammer, no X can save you right there, but the mid lane is onto the focus again. No retribution. I mean, retribution is there for Insane, but he'll be able to defend onto the mid tower right now, which is hanging by a thread. But yeah, a lot of stampede coming in from this lane start, I would say. A lot of rotation wise as well. He was able to get the backline dive and get the kills, and able to open up a lot of pressure from this team as well. Okay, there we go, mid turret gone. So 3 of outer turrets are already removed from DNS again, and they will not have the spacing to try to get the farms as well. And the worst case scenario, look at that, Fate.
Hard Guard on, but I think it's not going to be a fight anytime soon. Fate might actually just decide on not engaging, because obviously you don't want to engage in the front lines, especially as a marksman. He's not going to be, it's going to be Romcom engaging on the back line, and Fate's coming back with Angela, of course. I don't know why he actually came back. Array is taking a ton of damage, but Romcom is barely able to survive. Then again, Zane gets taken out by Bid, and Fate gets the kill on Corey Cutie. And Invoker too, and I think Romcom sacrifice on, all of that. I think Invoker getting the kill on Romcom, it does not matter, because 3 for 1 is absolutely a-okay.
Yeah, look at the Toxic Angela recalls coming through. Recalling on his teammate. Never mind, that's not a Toxic Angela, by the way. Okay, there we go. The builds are in. First build. But what? Hello, mister. There was a lot of damage onto Bitman. Okay. He got 2 items already on his kit, and he got a lot of gold onto his hand. 6k goldie for a mage, and in comparison to Pawan Singh, who is the card, he's just got 5k, so that's not really gonna be enough, and that's just 2 bills onto his hands when, Fate already got the Trinity right now. Van jumping in does have the dash, so he'll be able to dash out, and there's no thread whatsoever coming in from the side of DNS, so we might eventually see another recall onto the base for DNS again, Crooks.
That kill on Pawan Singh in the top lane was absolutely unnecessary. I think that guy was trying to defend and make sure the holy barrier, the shield thing, was not being used. But look at that, another team fight. Romcom engages in the back line. We get the kill. Kairi gets the kill, but also Invoker gets killed by Romcom. Obviously, he was absolutely unhesitant. He just jumped in without any hesitation, just killed him, and Invoker is absolutely down. That means Corey Cutie, Pawan Singh, and Array are trying to actually defend against 5 of the enemies. Will be putting up pressure. Look at Lancelot just swinging by like a bar of soap. Oh man, prison soap.
That's a TikTok, man. That's a TikTok we're talking about. Tick tick. It's not TikTok. It's tick tick. Jokes aside, I mean it's a sing, yeah. But Insane Jin trying to get something out of this. Pour force out onto the 30s push-ons as well. But yeah, all the turrets are going to be gone. Inhibitors onto the focus again. Look at that.
Romcom getting taken out by Invoker in a matter of seconds, but look at that. It's now Kairi's time to do the damage. We've got Oh, Lancelot is in trouble. But then again, Kyuri gets the kill, and we got Lancelot being alive for a split second more. He might actually just regenerate health with the regen spell. And the bot lane, it's going to be Kairi trying to actually do some damage. Bids ultimate, the RWM keeps Insane in place. But look at that, he's able to escape with that beautiful time flicker. And now it's going to be an easy GG's for the side of Team Sacred Shrine without any stress from DNS at all.
This is not something we were hoping to see.
I did not expect this. I actually expected DNS to have the advantage.
I mean, why always let go of the Lancelot, man? That's not the best, man. Oh my goodness. So wake up, DNS. So we have to ban out the Lancelot. But yeah, art onto the Angela. I can't get over this. But yeah, top notch, eager, toxic, and that very, very perfect recalls coming in. So I think the recalls does a lot of to your mental, right? And DNS doesn't have the best mentality when it comes down to the recall stuffs too. So yeah, taunt them with all you want, and you're gonna be messing with their emotions as well. But yeah, Romcom doing so well onto this Lapu able to dive in. He's not scared to die as well, which is something you really want to see on your XP laner. You want him to go for the sets. You want him to have that momentum where there is a spacing coming through. And most of the time when they were trying to get all those turrets, he's the one always diving in. He was the one creating the space for them. And then comes one Satoru onto that Lancelot window. You thought he was under the bottom lane. He comes down very fast onto the top lane again, and able to dash in and out and get your backlines down too. So yeah, that was something that Romcom was making space for. So even Fate with Zero, that already was amazing. So but Bit second time around, I mean, he's getting the Eve today, so that's gonna be his MVP moment as well. Of course, that solo kill onto Pawan Singh was also something we could focus on. Yeah, Secret Shrine, that was also a very dominant match that they were having, so we might see a Lancelot ban. Please ban the Lancelot, guys, please.
Wait, this is the first time in history that I've ever seen a full team of silvers.
Yeah, I mean, this is DNS, bro. Silver and S.
That's the first time.
No gold, no bronze. Yeah.
Oh, well, either way, I'm going to be very honest with you. I've just realized that I could have made all of those Angela jokes, which I usually do when I'm doing pub queue, solo queue. I do all these Angela jokes. I'm gonna bring out two of them just because the viewers were kind of bored. If you guys are still with us, I'm gonna bless you guys with two Angela jokes that I usually do. One is, it's not Art anymore. Change his name to Amanda because he has a man in the name. The dude is absolutely wild. He actually is top-notch e-girl material. Also, another Angela joke. He's not Angela anymore. When Art's playing Angela, it's a Mangela because Mangela.
Mangela. With the collector skin. What was the name of this collector too? Floral. It has something to do with
Floral Elf, I believe.
Eh?
Wait, let me just check that up. I need to make sure that that's actually accurate. Here I come, Mobile Legends. The cloud of toxicity has clouded my life.
We're just having fun at this point. But yeah.
It's supposed to be fun. That's what streaming is all about. Yeah. Wait, one second. I forgot Angela. Where does Angela exist? Oh, supports. I forgot Angela was a support.
That's Angela. The skin we are focusing on. Collector skin. The name is also
Floral Elf.
Oh, Floral Elf. There we go. That's Floral Elf.
I was doubting myself. How did I doubt myself? My knowledge of the skins and skills, everything is. How do I doubt myself sometimes? Imposter syndrome.
It's not Estes. If it's the right name, right?
What?
Because it wasn't Estes, he thought it'd have to be different, right?
Oh damn! Now you're not gonna actually let go of the Estes jokes. Huh? Before it was Argus. Now
I can't get over that.
Huh?
Maybe.
Oh wait. Maybe they're just immeasurable.
I'm sorry, man. But the thing is, these two teams quite have a plan to try to see how they can go against each other, right? So I'm excited to see what Art will be bringing up into the third game too. And maybe, just maybe, let Insane play his hero. Whatever hero is comfortable on. Either of the assassins or even the Fredwin will work. But ban the Lancelot. Yeah, ban the Lancelot. Get any assassin. Any assassin. Like, even the
Exactly.
Gushen, right? Gushen, Fanny was banned, so can't count that. Don't play the Yishunshin anymore, I think. Don't play the Baxia too. Doom. Doom can play the throne. Huh? Doom can play the throne. Others can do well. Just get these two on their main. So, I'm just excited to see. So let's see.
DNS, I hope you're taking notes. Debbie is top notch. Listen to whatever she says.
Or maybe I just want to talk about them, right? I mean, I just thought about what heroes they will be using. So let's see what they'll be pulling up. But yeah, the Lancelot ban has to go, man. One Satoru shouldn't be playing the Lancelot like this in a free situation too, man. He was so good onto that, able to dive in and dive out and do everything and anything and stuff like that. And even if he gets caught, there's always the floral elf of an art using the heart guard onto him again. So this duo is not the normal rank Angela Lancelot duo we are seeing. It's the art and the Van Satoru duo we are seeing. So that's something you do not really want to mess around with it too. So let's see, because I think we are about to have a taste up into the castings too, because we are going to be casting only 2 games, Cooks and I. I think Cooks can have a comeback, but I gotta go too. But yeah, we'll be
You really
seeing
think I can come back now?
came through. Oh.
You really think I'm gonna come back now?
No.
It's 10
Because I'm
o'clock.
gonna
I
be
have
sure
to.
there's no one. I mean, no one will be making a joke about your Esther, so it's gonna
Oh
be
no, here
okay.
we go. No.
You love the immortality stuff, so
All right, guys. Enough of Debbie talking about my Estes. We're gonna take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back. Make sure you stay and support your favorite teams. I'm gonna just go into 5th gear and go out of here. Bye.
Angela Pick.
Hello, hello, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 3 of the Top Dog versus Underdog Grand Finals of Nerd 3.0. And this will be me, your caster Sarah, alongside none other than the very beautiful Zewo. So, we'll be taking you through game number 3 in this best of 7, and Sacred Shrine already has a 2-0 lead. What do you think DNS is going to do, Zewo?
For DNS to have a comeback, I'd say they need to, bring out their absolute of a pick. I'm not sure what pick is going to be working out right here, because if we take a look at the last game, right, I mean, the draft was clearly in the favor of Team DNS. And then, the execution part, I think they kind of went a bit down as well. So I'm not sure what's gonna be working out here anymore.
Honestly, yes, same. But then again, given the fact that they did manage to become our underdog champions and they have quite a strong foothold in the tournament community of India and they have been very experienced players, we should give them the credit of thought that at least in game number 3 or 4, they would be able to make things turn around and get a match win in their favor. We don't want to see a 4-0. I mean, some do, some of us do. But then again, it's DNS. We have supporters for them too, and we really want to see a game number 7 if it's possible.
Certainly, I think we see a lot of DNS supporters more than Sacred Shrine supporters. So we do not want to disappoint them as well, right? So overall, very excited for this match. I mean, going for a clean sweep is not something you would like to see, like the Top Dogs Grand Final. So, yeah, overall, DNS, they kind of need to step up their game a bit. bit more, but how can they do it?
Good question right there. And honestly, in game number 2, like you mentioned, DNS did have a bit of that draft advantage, especially because of the Baxia pick. So I think that if they play around the same plan once more and just fix the execution part of it, I think they have a very fair chance of winning this game. Because this time around, Sacred Shrine will have only one good meta hero to be picked up in the first pick, and DNS will have the chance to get 2 as the second pick. So obviously, they need to be playing some mind games here.
Yep, certainly. They need to know what hero that they can let go of so that they can, pick up the rest of the heroes to their advantage. And I think that is quite a hard decision to make unless you have a game plan already. But right now, most of the heroes are getting denied out from both the sides, right? Especially that Hylos, which is quite beefy, getting denied. And of course, the Van Satoru, his signature lance as well. So definitely both the teams are trying their best to give their opponents a really uncomfortable time.
Exactly. So, but like we were talking about it, Sacred Shrine has already started playing the mind games, which DNS should be playing right now, and they instantly lock in on the CC in the EX3. That's a lane-winning hero right there. Like, even if Corey here decides to go for the R-Lot, it would be really difficult to catch a CC and melt her down on towards the late game because she's just going to be blitzing through the back line and marking down the goal lane and mid lane and make it very difficult for DNS to actually get the damage output they need during the team fights. As for the bans though, the Baxia is gone, Yisumshin, Lance both are gone, and DNS decide to lock in on the Hayabusa along with the Kalia just to have a much higher pick-off potential during the game.
Yep, certainly. With 2 of the top junglers gone, I think Haya is the next option that they can go for, right? Apart from that, there are utility jungles, but I don't think it would work out at this point. They need someone to burst down all those backline heroes, especially the Zushin and an MM pick from Fate as well. So overall, oh my goodness, the pick is going really well, but we forgot about that Uranus. A CC against a Uranus. I think she does have a bit of an advantage as well, but so does Uranus, right?
Exactly. So, like, a Uranus against a CC, it could work out, especially in the early game. It does work out because the damage potential from Uranus stacks is a bit higher until CC gets the War Axe and Dominance in her bag, and then she would actually start melting down the Uranus. So it's definitely a much more early game focused game plan here for DNS this time around. And SS is also kind of going for the same, but they have a much more team fight focused comp, right? Her Art with his Badang and the Juxin for that mid control. It's going to be pretty scary for whatever Invoker decides to pick up here, and Doom will really have to watch out and protect his mid laner.
Yep, certainly. Given that the choices of the mid lanes right now might be a farce. Oh my goodness. A Lunox ban out right now? Where are they expecting a Lunox in the goal line? That's... I don't know. It looks like a wasted ban to me because they already picked up the Zushin up out here. And I don't think Fate would be, picking up a Lunox gold anytime sooner. They might be, looking for it because they picked up a Uranus. So just to be on the safe side.
Honestly, okay. Is that a debut pick in the grand finals by Van right there, Zego?
Yep. Oh my god.
Oh wow. The huge props to this guy. He has got the guts to pick up a Ling. Obviously the Ling is a very good pick against the Kalia, Hayabusa, and now the Granger. So I think that could really work out. And Fate is obviously going to lock in on his Nathan. That's a very good balance of magic and physical damage right there on the hands of SS. And DNS decides to go in for a Kagura on the mid lane just to burst down that Juxin before she becomes a menace. So obviously both the teams here have a very good draft, but it's very, very different as well. SS definitely team fight focused composition, while DNS decided to go in for a complete pick-off style composition.
Yep, 2 of the different team comps, which means we are going to be seeing different types of execution from both the teams out here. And, I'm quite excited about the Ling pick coming in from Van Satoru. It's been so long since we've seen a Ling onto the tournament. I mean, that is certainly a, confidence pick right here after that Hayabusa. So either one of them can go for each other. Just the first one to pull out the ult will kind of in a 1v1, but overall, last pick Nathan, which has quite a high burst potential and would be really good against a Granger with his entropy as well.
Exactly. So, just get Fade a bit of that farm, get him the Starlium skip, the Feather of Heaven, and he is going to be bursting down everyone. His ultimate, just a bare 11 to 12 second cooldown, and obviously, with that, he has a better late game potential as compared to that of the Granger. But then again, it's DNS. We give them the benefit of doubt, and they definitely have a chance to win in this one.
Yep, certainly, hopefully, because they are kind of locked on as well. Especially if they target Fate and a bit altogether, they should be able to get the upper hand in right from the early game. But then again, they kind of need to get a full level up to start, the whole pick off combo which they are going for. While Sacred Shrine, they can kind of poke around in the early with the help of Zushin and Badang as well. So overall, just looking forward to that.
Absolutely, and there we go, Zero. There's the cooldown we have been so very well anticipating, and obviously this one's a banger and very unique one is that. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2, and 1, we are heading straight into the land of dawn. SS versus DNS. Which team will come out superior? We don't know yet. It's going to be a matter of resilience and team fights and pickoffs in this game because DNS desperately need a point to stay alive in this best of 7 because otherwise Sacred Shrine is just going to try and clean sweep them.
Yep, certainly that is what Sacred Shrine is planning on right now. And DNS, they should be doing their best to even deny all those plans that are coming in. But right now, Invoker is getting bullied by Bait out here with his Lantern Flare right from level 1, which is not looking quite great. Same with Bowen Singh as well. Look at that. Oh my goodness. A flicker wasted out by Art though.
Yep, bit of that early aggression just to keep the Granger in check and deny those stacks on towards his lane. But then again, it's a Granger. He can just use up his ult. Oh, look at that. Van kind of missed that little creep and Insane somehow managed to take it. So he will have the level 4 actually earlier than Van. So the plan kind of backfired there, I would say.
Trying to get aggressive in the early game, right? But then you have to be careful so that you do not give out too much. Oh, but look at that. Those are a bit quite low.
Bit a little too aggressive there, I would say. He's trying for that mid poke damage onto Kagura to get the minions frozen, but instead he's the one taking in all the damage. So not that good of a choice, Bit. Just back off a little.
The umbrella range for Kagura is the main problem for Zushin right now. If she gets caught up, she would be getting bursted down. But, Art.
Oh, look at that. He already gets bursted down by the Hayabusa and the Kori right there, as well as the Kalia's knockups coming in. I mean, that's the disadvantage of a Badang in the early game. You're very squishy on that support emblem. But then again, this does mean another 2-man knockup and Kagura with the ultimate there. But the curtain call lands right in place. Romcom with the vengeance trying to survive against Cup on towards the backline, but would not manage to do it. Vando doesn't manage to secure the trip, but will manage to get 2 kills in there and will back off. Fade with very little HP left. Art comes to the rescue and will secure a double for his team this time around. Sacred Shrine did lose out on the turtle, but definitely won out in that team fight.
Yep, certainly. Another insane thing is Insane actually won the retry battle against Van Satoru. I mean, how often do we get to see that, right? It just proves that DNS, they are quite locked in as well. But then against Sacred Shrine, they do have the lead because of the, team fight that they won as well. So Certainly. DNS, oh, look at that.
Oh, the tsunami slam onto Van onto the back line, but somehow Van once again managed to escape. Doom kind of chasing, but Hayabusa is the one in danger this time around. It did not really work out. Kagura with the ultimate dealing the damage which he needs, and Art will get taken down. So definitely the engage was on to Van, but Art is the main sacrifice while Corey just decides to steal away the red if he can.
Yep, I think it's completely acceptable as long as your roam is the one, getting targeted. It just means that your other teammates are quite safe. But Corey Cutie, he's trying to delay the buff, maybe take it away from Van Satoru as well. But Pawan Singh, oh my goodness, the lantern flare, he could not escape it.
Oh, but it isn't over though. Look at Hayabusa just using up the shadows without any step to fate, and that's kind of a waste inside the turret. But then again, good pressure on towards the goal lane, and Array would be forced to use up the flicker just to escape from that situation.
Oh, well, that was quite a good resource wasted out. But then again, Fate, he did live with a slither of HP. Right now, Corey Cutie on the Uranus. Okay, it's kind of like a full brawl fight that is happening right now, right? It's a lot of team fights are taking part everywhere around the map. Both the teams trying their best to take control over the map altogether. With the time of Turtle coming in, we should be able to see another turtle contest.
Yep, and okay.
Another one?
This is a different kind of Shikar buff for Cup tonight. He is just so on point with the retributions. Wow. Impressive thing right there. But then again, SS is still managing to get the objectives, though Fate is in a lot of danger here. And this time around, Cup will manage to get the kill. Very good. He's playing to his strengths here, and even Van's farm is getting stolen out. So the pressure is on, and the DNS are slowly building up the momentum which they so desperately need in this game.
Yep, certainly. Hayabusa does have quite a lot of mobility as well, so his rotation around the map is quite faster. Same with Kagura as well. So all of them just being together at one place, if that does not work out, they just go for a buff invade or maybe target someone who is alone altogether. And since Hayabusa has quite the high burst, he just he's just successful in targeting at least one person from the team of Sacred Shrine all together. Now, their whole team comp is kind of mid to late oriented, but then again, Tsunami Slam.
Oh, there's a good engage though, and Cup will definitely find Art on towards the back line out of everyone. And he is like, Art, you want revenge against me, but I'll be the one taking you down. But then again, the over engage comes in and Corey gets taken down. But Fate will also be falling prey to that excess of an engage right there. Doom has to escape, but Invoker is definitely doing a good job of keeping that Jukshin in check, just poking her and forcing her to back off to dodge that umbrella.
Yep, certainly. A really good opponent for Zushin would be the Kagura out there because of her range and her poking ability, which is quite annoying when you are a Zushin. Your lantern is going to be going around. You can't really do both things at once altogether, and Kagura does kind of take advantage of that, and if she does catches you, then she just bursts you down, right? And Invoker, he's doing quite a good job on that Kagura. So normally we don't see Kagura in a tournament because she is quite not useful, but
okay, the engage comes in. Art is once again going to be caught out very low. There comes the fist, and it won't be of much use. But a Bid and CC on the back line will find Kagura right there. Even Doom is going to be caught out very low, but Bid is the one who's in danger here. No one's watching him. Art, you need to protect Bid right there. Doom had warned you. Why aren't you doing it yet? But then again, DNS definitely looking very strong in this one. Van does have the retribution, and he might look for a steal, but realizing that, Kapri says it, but on the bot lane, Fate, it's Fate for you all. The guy who was called the Indian Kelra for a while 2 days ago, he definitely got that 1v1 against Gami, but it's okay, mistakes happen. But here, though, at the turtle, 2-level advantage for the Hayabusa. Curtain call will definitely stop them from doing a lot. The Tsunami Slam got cancelled, and Corey will be the one securing the
my
retribution, while the Tempest of Blades will find Doom, but he will also be taken down. Mega kill for Cup right here and now. Bit is in danger, Bit gets to knock up, but he has to back off.
The 5 kills is really doing Insane a favor right now because a lot of his burst damage, right? Ling, he can't even stay put in one place. He's just getting bursted out by that Hayabusa and that Kagura altogether, while Corey Cutie is just being on the front line and soaking up all the damage that is quite needed. And you can't forget Kalea and her heals that is helping up the Uranus out as well. So unless Team Sacred Shrine, they kind of go for a 1-4-5 situation, maybe target one person at a time, it's going to be a little bit hard for them to burst them down. Not to mention there's no one to really grasp onto that Hayabusa altogether. So Insane is just having a time for slicing with Kagura as well, but that is a wasted umbrella out coming in.
Oh, but it's also wasted Purify if you didn't notice. Fate did use it up. So this time around, I think Doom has like a green signal to just go in, flicker, get Fate and get the shutdown. But okay, look at that. The engage onto an Uranus. And there goes the flicker knockup we were talking about. Tsunami Slam comes in, but it's onto Art and it won't be a much use. But Romcom will finish off Corey. But the Shadow gets locked in. There comes the Ogi Shadow kill. Romcom has to use up that vengeance, and he will also manage to escape with 1 HP.
Oh my goodness, the vengeance definitely saved him out. That slither of HP, I almost thought he got bursted down, right? But I kind of feel like Haya, he missed his shurikens as well, so that kind of added to the fact up right now. But the thing is, Kami, he's also getting that farm from Granger, and his bullets are starting to hurt as well. And Van Satoru not being able to secure the common objective, still having 2 levels behind, is gonna be a problem, especially when they're gonna be starting the Lord. Either they find a way to burst down the Hayabusa, or they just try to zone the whole team DNS right now. But that is also looking a bit too impossible because of all of their the Uranus out here, the Kalea out here all together. They are kind of getting zoned out oppositely. So overall right now they're not in a really good position to start and contest for the Lord, but are they going for it?
They possibly are. There's like, Art has used up his conceal, Doom has used up his conceal, and Doom is actually aware of Art's positioning, so that's something really nice. The Lord is at half HP. Kagura on towards the mid bush, trying to look for a possible engage. There comes the engage, there comes the Tsunami Slam, there comes the Vengeance as well from the CC. Will manage to survive that actually, and Doom gets taken down. Art will also fall. It's 1-for-1 so far. The tank's going down, the Tempest of Blade gets used up. Everyone in DNS still looking very, very healthy. Fate is low, and so is Van. Will they be going for a possible steal or re-engage? I don't think they can. Van still has the retribution, though. Will he even try? But I think not. He's just gonna get the blue and back off.
Yep, he's just gonna get a blue, and then they are gonna be going for that defense. Otherwise, it would just be too much for him to handle right now. Van Satoru, he has been landing his Tempest of Blades, but he is not able to burst anyone down, especially when they're all in the backline, especially the Granger and the Kagura, which is in need of burst, especially as of now. So overall, with the 2 frontliners and Hayabusa going for the backline, bursting every single one of them down, it's just hard for them to even focus on one person. But
okay, once more of a just what? Corey, what? Why? Oh, okay, the Tsunami Slam on towards the top lane, on towards the bot lane. It's the Tempest of Blades, and Cap just kind of stood there waiting for the Link to use his swords, and then he just backed up with the last shadow. So I don't know what DNS is doing here. Like, hello, you're in the lead. Please get the pickups you need. But Fate. Again, look at the damage output coming in from Fate right there. Oh, there comes the curtain call, and Cup is dead. Romcom is like, you tried to kill me like 4 times and you still can't do it. And Art be like, Bengali power boy, you call me a Bengali on stream. This is what Bengalis do, my son.
Oh my goodness. The Fisk on Hayabusa and the recall. I mean, that's straight up, that's straight up something else. But he has a lot of burst damages coming from Faith as of now with his entropy altogether, and he is not shy in using all those as well. He does have a
my goodness. And the bit is down already. Straight inside that inhibitor tower, but Ling will definitely get the revenge and will find Invoker. Okay, but Corey did manage to escape this time around. Corey cosplaying rom-com. Like, both the EXP is cosplaying each other. You wanna survive, I wanna survive, we all wanna survive. We both wanna win this.
Oh my goodness, it's a Uranus. It's really hard to burst down, and that slither of HP, it just went up. Well, it was a CC though. She should be dealing that true damage altogether. But yeah, overall it was quite a great fight. But they just got locked down by Kalea right here, and surprisingly he did not bring the Purify. It was just a flicker, which means he's not afraid of the Tsunami Slayers that is coming in. Quite a bold move by Bit, I would say. But then again, he just got killed 2 times. So overall, his positioning has been really well as well. Not to mention Art was taking up all of the, damages all together, just soaking up. But Tempest of Blades once again onto his... Wait. He just stood there. Stood there.
Oh, I can't even, I can't even speak anymore.
No.
Hello? They can still see you inside the bush. You just moved in beside, like, what? Okay.
No.
It's done,
that's just, oh no.
It's done.
Yeah. Done and dusted. What was that though? Oh my goodness. I mean, at least move out of the Tempest of Blades. He didn't do that as well. He just stood there. Interesting. But overall, still a lot of engages despite Insane being there or not there. Lord was secured by Sacred Shrine this time? No? Or was it... Oh. A lot of damage still. Once again, the Insane... I don't know what is happening with this guy. But yes, Lord was secured by SS this time, so it's going to be marching on from the bottom lane as well. If we look at the itemizations right now, Badang, he does have all of the items that is necessary. Same with Faith as well. He does not have his boots. That kind of explains why his damage is quite a lot. And with the Wind Talker, it should be increasing more and more. So he has a Wind of Nature as well. So he's going to be quite invincible to the Hayabusa and the Granger altogether. So overall, Lord is in the base. Sarah, do you think they would be able to end it? Not yet.
Not this yet. There comes Doom with the engage, and once again it is going to be the CC he catches with that Tsunami Slam, and once again Romcom is going to be like, hi, bye, have a great time. That meme just coming true every single time. But Art did fall down and he's on a 278, so I think that's good. And oh, look at that, the Yogi Shadow kill onto Bid, but the Winter Trunkian comes into clutch and Bid will manage to survive. Oh, but Nathan will get bursted down because of Corey's stacks right into his Fates, and the Fate is going to be taken down. Van also going to be caught out very low, and he has to back off onto the top side though. Corey just chasing down Romcom and Bid, zoning them as far as possible, while the entirety of Team DNS just going to be marching down the mid lane trying to find those turrets. So obviously that is quite a good thing for DNS now. They kind of found their momentum back. They just need to keep it up. And look at that, another Tsunami Slam this time around onto R, who used up the walls as well as his ultimate, but Lane trying to go in for Pawan Singh right there, and Gami is cooking. Gami is back into the game. He is cooking so well for DNS right now, and that's a very big mistake because the lot is going to be up and DNS is just going to burst it down on the first few seconds.
That was a huge mistake coming in from Ben Satoru, right? Seeing Granger defenseless, going for it is definitely something you would do. But then again, Granger has the range, he has the damage up as well, and he just got the heal from Kalea altogether. He just used his Tempest of Blades as well, so he was out of range altogether, right? So a one wrong call actually from him, but right now, this time it's the Enhanced Lord, which means both the teams, are they going to be contesting for it? Yeah, they should be because they're all level 15. So overall, it just comes down to which team is going to be zoning the other team out. But Art, once again, pulling the same move, but he gets caught up by Pawn Singh, though. Ooh.
Oh, look at Doom. Look at Doom with the conceal. Kagura still has the conceal, and Romcom is already half HP. So that is not a good sign for a Sacred Shrine. They will be for. Oh, but Fate! With the Blady Entropy into the backline, will find Cobb out of the blue with the double kill onto Array. Van kind of missing the swords there, but we'll definitely find the kill onto Gami. The meal is over. Chat, pack it up because Sacred Shrine said we got Fate and we are not afraid of anything. While Romcom inside the base just having fun at this point. He needs to dash out. He doesn't have the dash, but the entirety of Sacred Shrine is going to be marching down and Fade with the killing spree, absolutely bursting them down. Not even Corey can survive this. They are going to be looking for the kill once more as they wait to take down the base, and it is most definitely a 3-0.
3-0 it is. Match point for DNS right now. They were having the upper hand altogether. They kind of messed up during the almost around the transition from mid to late game altogether. Supposedly not being able to time their skills perfectly. But then again, there were a lot of chances that they could have made up. I mean, they got that early game aggro, the early game advantage, and somehow they were able to let that go towards the side of Team SS. And not to forget Fate with his insane amount of burst, just going for the right person all together. Ponsing, he did not get his time much to shine, but Hayabusa, he definitely did whatever he could. But what do you think, Sarah? What went wrong for the side of Team DNS?
Honestly, just those 1-2 instances where, like, I get it, you're trying to dodge a Ling's ultimate, the Tempest of Blades, and once you're in the bush, they can't really see you when Ling is trying to collect the swords, and it would waste his energy, and you have a chance to survive. But, however, this time around, when Kaf went into the bush, when the Tempest of Blade just landed onto the ground, it did hit him, and when he did damage, he was visible, and Van easily managed to use the swords and the enhanced basic attack onto him. And that standing in the bush strategy didn't work out neither in the top lane nor towards the bottom lane, and he got shut down, which kind of turned things around entirely for the side of SS. And even though Art with a very detrimental KDA here, it's fine, he did his job, and it's fate. Like we keep saying, it's Mr. Indian Kelra, the guy who calls himself Indian Kelra. He did the job on towards the last Lord fight.
Yep, certainly. You should be focusing more on to the late game potentials rather than going for the same people over and over again. Art is a roamer, and that KDA, right? It just checks out overall. You can't be going for the roamer all the time. And I have seen Bit getting marked out once or twice, but Fate, he just got caught up between all those massacre altogether. Not directly, not directly targeted, except for once or twice by Insane on that Hayabusa altogether. So I kind of think they made a mistake out there not, giving Fate the spotlight altogether. But then again, a lot of backing up coming in from the side of Team SS did help with staying in the game, and not to mention DNS just kind of throwing the game that they were already winning.
Yeah, but I get it, you're winning, you're confident, but those 1-2 shutdowns, they weren't necessary right there. They could have played with a little more discipline or safety, like we like to say in normal terms, and they would have actually managed to like take the win in their hands. Just mark down Fate or Bid instead of ulting the CC every time. He has the vengeance. He survived that. Like I think that personally the MVP is Romcom's vengeance every single time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I have to say his vengeance has saved him quite a lot of time. His vengeance has dealt opposite damage altogether. So, yeah, it's not the players, it's the spell that got the MVP.
Like honestly, yes, and like it's also the player in a way because Romcom just managed to soak in every last bit of damage. That's like 2 Rhapsodies, Kagura's burst, Hayabusa shurikens 2 times. Like that's a lot, and that's also giving your gold laner a lot of space to just deal some damage once majority of the skills are used up. Because obviously you are going to follow up on a Tsunami Slam, and that's what they did. They thought they could burst the CC down, but of course, vengeance, they win. So it's fine in a way. They learned their lesson, and honestly, DNS looked pretty strong in the last game. It was a very equal competition, except for that just Fate just pulling up on towards the last minute. So this game around, Zebo, do you think it's finally possible for DNS to try and look for a reverse sweep?
I actually, I feel like DNS has been giving their utmost 100% in almost every game, but then again, something happens in between the game that kind of leads to their demise all the time, right? So, right now, all I can say is they need to play it safe. They need to stick together. They can't really, go out alone. Even if they have the early game advantage, even if they have, even if they get a lot of lead, they can't really afford to lose any team fights that is going to be coming in towards this game number 4, because it is the score is 3-0, so it's a match point for them. Either they win this and try to stay in the game, or they get a clean sweep from Team SS. So you wanna want to go for a you wanna want to go home with a 0-4 in your record, right?
Nobody would like that. Nobody would like that actually, but unfortunately, like Scrux did have to face it in the Top Dog finals, and the fact that DNS has come so far right from the Underdog champion stage, it does say a lot. Like I feel honestly, the DNS are performing quite a lot better than what Crux did in the Top Dog final, so they still have a chance to win this game out. And obviously, they insta-lock that heave on towards the first pick, and I can guarantee you what SS is trying to look for a pick here. It's going to be the Lilia.
Oh yes, certainly. It's a given. It's gonna be a Lydia. Hopefully, if our sources are right. Right, if you know what I mean. Yeah, if our sources are correct, they should be picking up a Lily altogether. But, they might be keeping that surprise for later, and we might just have spoiled it. But I hope no one from DNS is watching. If you guys ban Lilia, then, yeah, we will know. But strong picks coming in, though, once again, from SS, the Gatot, and the Lapu Lapu altogether. One
Hi Zemo, your audio got cut off a bit. A little bit of technical glitch right there, but meanwhile, while Zebo is fixing it, I think we are seeing quite some good picks here. Because look at that, we can see the Moskov and the Hylos getting picked up by DNS, while we can also see the Fanny getting locked in by Sacred Shrine. Finally, Zebo, try it.
Hello, is it back? I think it's back. Yeah, certainly. Oh, okay. Their aura got my PC. It just got cut off. Yeah, overall. So back to my point. Ooh, this time I see a Penny onto Van Satoru, one of his favorites to pick up, but the team doesn't let him pick, for reasons. But yeah, as I was saying, a Moskov pick in the early this time. What can Fate go for? Will he go for Nathan once again? He does love his Nathan quite a lot there. So he might just go for Granger as well. But looking at the bans, they did ban out the Hayabusa as well as the Lancelot. Nathan banned out though from the side of Team DNS. They won't be facing that damaging entropy from the side of Team SS this time, forcing Fate to use some other hero. But then again, there are a lot of heroes that they can use for. But last ban coming in though, and they ban out the Phobias.
Oh, it's SS who banned out the Phobias instead, so that's pretty good, I would say, because they do have the Fanny, the Lapu, and both of them have good amount of dashes, and the Phobias would have been a good choice here. But then again, for DNS, the last ban, is it going to be the Jukshin? Oh, it is the Jukshin. That's the only viable option left out here, and they do manage to go with it. So definitely, we'll have to see what SS decides to pick here. Do they actually lock in on the Lilia to execute their master plan, or are they going to let Fate pick up his hero? Maybe something interesting towards the goal lane, maybe a Claude, maybe even a Ruby if he wants to. Oh, but instead, I think the Granger should be the safest option right here.
Yeah, the safest option being Granger right now. Yeah, they're keeping the mage for the final reveal for the side of Team SS. But not to mention, right, Team DNS, they did not pick up their jungler yet, so what will they go for? And given that it's a high loss, it's still a kind of a flex pick. So overall Arlott, another flex pick, so we won't know until the last which hero is going for which, but okay, Fredrin gets picked up.
I mean, it's a Fredrin and a high loss. So let's call it together. 1, 2, 3.
Lilia. Come on, show us. Yes, we get it. We get the Lilia. Finally. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. It still works out though because of her, continuous burst damage altogether. She does have a lot of poke. So it's not like they're disrupting their whole team comp as well. Lilia does work out really fine. And her Black Shoes is going to be helping them get away from the icy situations as well. So, yeah.
Judging from the fact that Pit is genuinely just a good player who gets angry at times, he 90% did not agree to Art's plans right here, but it's the team. He's a team player. He is just gonna go with it with that last 10% of his will. But then again, DNS very strong draft, and Insane is on his famous Fredrin, the actual hero which caused the major beef between Art and Insane right here. So obviously we'll have to see how this one turns out this game.
Yeah, certainly excited for this being the match point, and quite a fun match as well for both the teams. DNS, they are going to be trying their best once again. Hopefully their last strategy actually worked a lot till the mid to late. So, if they go for a same strategy, they should be able to work it as well, unless they mess up mid-game. So, overall, it's gonna be the execution once again. I just hope they do not mess it up this time.
Absolutely, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 3-0 right now. It's the grand finals versus the underdogs DNS versus the top dogs Sacred Shrine. And in a best of 7, having 3 wins back to back, that gives you a hell lot of confidence. And as we move on towards the countdown phase right here, we are going to be stepping into the land of Dawn, the most awaited match point game in one. And this is the infamous game we all have been waiting for. Will Art get his redemption and make his plans come true, or is DNS gonna fight back and actually get a victory and begin the theory of the reverse sweep? We will witness right here and now.
Yes, Certainly, that is what we are hoping for right now. Right off the bat, a lot of pokes are going to be coming from both the teams because they have a lot of projectiles in their hands. And hopefully, when hopefully he gets a bit aggressive on that Fanny altogether, since you kind of need to get a bit of a chokehold onto that Fredrin, but I can't see him anywhere on the map. Is it just me?
Oh, a little bit of that early aggression though. And
yeah, I saw.
yeah, and look at the fact that Van is already at level 3 and they are going to be targeting down Corey this time around because they know that Fade is going to be handling his lane pretty well. But Corey is smart too in a way, and they're just playing it safe. And obviously Corey does manage to escape that little bit of a skirmish on towards the top, and safely enough, I would say that Van on that Fanny has a slight lead in terms of EXP as compared to Insane. Like the Fredrin in the early game, slightly a slower hero than the Fanny's farm potential. And look at that, it's a 4v4 on towards the river area just before the turtle.
Not to mention Van is trying to invade as well. Since he got a bit... Oh my goodness, no! Oh no! No,
not before the first turtle. Like I can do it. But what the hell? It's fine though. But look at that rom-com with the bravest fighter trying to mark down Insane. He dashes away. He gets the taunt. He does have the stack so far. He's gonna be looking for the retribution. He gets the retribution once more. Glorious Pathway comes into play while Bid will take down Insane though. There comes the emote and the taunts. Corey trying to escape. The ALG right on point. Array gets the damage taken onto him. The knockup comes. Granger with a very good rotation on towards that buff. But both teams losing one each, but the turtle favor still goes to DNS, and now they will be low, but Array will...
Oh my goodness!
With the bravest fighter and the flicker onto the back line, will find Doom out of nowhere, just securing the lead for his team.
Array, what just happened out here? I mean... It was a chain reaction from Van trying to go for that invade and then it being backfired and leading DNS to take the turtle after that. But still, just like the first time, SS winning the team fights and having the lead in their name as well. But if the same scenario carries on, if DNS they start to get aggressive, then it might just be the same case as last time. But then again, given that it's a Fredrin, the farm is a bit slower and the rotation is a bit slower compared to a Fanny altogether. So of course he kind of needs to watch his position as well. Bit just spotting him out of the bush. Invoker as well. AOG.
Oh, the AOG does land right on point onto Invoker. Bit is going to be the one chasing him down. There comes Fanny with the cables. Will get the kill onto Invoker this time around. Stun onto the high loss. Cutthroat being used up on Kami, who will manage to escape. Insane trying to escape with 1 HP, but the Rhapsody hits right on point, and the Glorious Pathway will try to slow them down. Corey is danger. It's in danger. He gets taunted, and he will get taken down by Bid once more. Doom has to back off. The lone survivor of that team fight.
No, that was just straight up aggression coming in from the side of Team SS. I mean, there's a Lilia, there's a Lapu together, and that AOG was just the beginning of all those assaults that came on towards the side of Team DNS. They won't be letting DNS get the early game like they did last time. Right now, this time, Ben Satoru hopefully would be able to take the turtle, being 2 level up ahead from Insane, but wrong. Faith is all the way towards the top lane as well, but Romcom.
Oh, the AOG, and once more Romcom surviving that actually, and he manages to get the kill along with the backup coming in from his team as Bid managed to secure that killing spree. Absolute game of just taunts and recalls coming in by SS this time around. I mean, hey, they deserve to do it. They are clean sweeping 2 grand finals. That's a big deal. But then again, on towards the top side, look at Romcom. Oh my goodness! Just what is that bravest fighter damage? But there comes the final slash by Kairi, trying to look for a possible engagement. He's getting chunked.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, Bid just using up the black shoes to escape back to safety as Fate finishes him off, while Gami 1v1ing on towards the bot lane that doesn't have the attack speed yet, and Van secures a kill with his cutthroat.
Oh my goodness, the timing of that Arlott and Bit using up his black shoes was just too much in the favor of Team Sacred Shrine. He could have gone back, but then he decided to go for Bit, and he just led himself to his demise in the hands of Fate and his bullets altogether. And Fate, he doesn't even need to watch his lane much since Fenny is rotating quite fast, just got 1 kill onto Moskov as well. So overall, he should be getting the lane advantage in their side, not to mention they are already 2 turrets ahead, but going for another engage? No, they will be denying Insane of his blue buff once again though.
Exactly, and like they went a 3-tank composition with the Moskov, and look at that, the absolute taunts coming in by the Garotkhaja's second skill, and then Granger just bursting him down. Oh, Romcom did get taken right into the base though, but he managed to flicker back to safety. And it's 7 minutes into the last game of this series, possibly, unless DNS manages to pull off a miracle, which I really hope they do, fingers crossed. But then again, it's SS. Can they really come back from this?
Oh, I have no idea. You know, the caster's prediction, right? It's all 4-2, 4-4, all 4, but then again, we won't be able to find it out. Look at Bid though, pulling up his signature move right now. Oh
Hell no.
Oh no. Oh no. It caught right in the middle as well? Oh
okay, Bid. Okay. We see you. We see you. Oh my god. Like, it's like, at this point, SS is like, you got a very unique name, we'll hand it over in your faces. Something like that. But okay. All jokes aside, control it a bit. It's fine. You're winning so many games. All good. But hey, they're also players. They're trying their best. You don't need to do all that.
I don't know. Art just added an AOG right in between. Would have been a cherry on top if he did on the top. But back to the game, Romcom. He's getting swept out, but he gets away though. Yeef as well. Look at that.
The amount of sustain at this point coming in by Romcom is just wildly crazy, and the appraisal strat was practically able to do nothing to the members of Sacred Shrine, and he just got burst down instead. Look at Van just freestyling. Like, there are rumors, there are rumors that TikTok might actually get unbanned in India, and Van might be the first Fanny player in India to actually go and get his account on TikTok for his Fanny cables. But SS once again, right into what they have been doing. And it's really going to be a 9-10 minute game. Is this really a 9-10 minute game? What the? Oh, final slash into the bases. Kairi this time around trying to do what he can do best. Harry gets the kill onto Fade, but Fanny will come in with the cables on towards the last of this team fight. Kairi does get poked out a lot, but Insane will be the one getting taken down, and Fanny actually survived the turret hit. He actually falls.
Oh, he doesn't. The turret had got to him. Yeah, definitely. He thought he was safe. He was not. But that flicker final sweep from Arlott, it was definitely quite a game-changing material. Just that they did not have enough. But once again,
but Gami does have the damage this time, though. He's trying to look, but that zooming out from Lilia is just too much for anybody to handle. And the fact they've got 3 tanks, they can't even try and dodge it because she is gonna be using up her bombs everywhere, and she is building on towards the lantern, and obviously that is going to be melting them down. Like, she is like the second-hand magic damage carry, but look at that on towards that bottom lane. Romcom with the bravest fighter and the stun onto 3 of them is trying to take in all the damage as much as possible. Immunes the final slash with the ultimate of his bravest fighter, and that should be a free and easy lord for SS right here. And I think Zevo is once again facing a technical glitch, but this time around SS has definitely stepped up a lot and they are looking to get more. The stun comes in onto Insane. They have to back off. The Lord is going to be marching in. Oh, I think it's been cleared. My bad. But then again, on towards the mid side, a huge wave of cannon minions are going to be stepping in. The retribution gets used up to try and clear it out. And then now comes the Lord. Oh, so they delayed the Lord a lot just to force them to stay inside the bases. And look at Van once again freestyling. And with that, Zevo, are you back? Oh, and look at Romcom just absolutely inside the bases. Bravest Fighter once more. Taunt comes in onto 2. The final slash pokes Fate inside the base. He is very low. Will be taken down by Array right there. But once again, as the damage, will be looking for more. There comes Fanny with the cables. Is he going to be looking for some kills? There comes the spam right onto the base. Gets the double kill. Art will finish off Invoker in the middle of it. And Romcom will finish off Insane. The Corey, the only one surviving.
No way.
His best, but it's
No
not going
way.
to be enough as Sacred Shrine 4-0 DNS in the Top Dog versus Underdog finals.
No way. Actually, another 4-0. Oh my goodness. What is happening? 2 4-0s in their name. I mean, that's. Oh my goodness. And look at that. All gold. All gold in their names as well. Not to mention Romcom. Kind of the unexpected MVP this time on that Lapu. You have to ban out the Lapu if there is a Romcom onto the other side. He just plays out that Lapu so beautifully. Not to mention, it was just the early game and he was just dealing a ton of damage altogether. Not to mention all of the follow-ups that came in. Same with Van Satoru as well. Kudos to DNS for actually putting up a good fight as well. They were almost able to get 1 point in their name to stay in the game, but SS, they just had another plan for themselves.
Absolutely. And honestly, quite a proud moment for Art, I would say, because before the beginning of Nerd 3.0, he had said that he is going to be winning this tournament. And their lineup is a recently made lineup for this past 1 month or so. And they have come so far, securing 4-0 against huge monster level teams like DNS and Crux and IGN. It is a big deal for him as well as the rest of Sacred Shrine. So definitely, everything is lighthearted and fun. It is not meant to be taken seriously. So, friendly banter. And with that, SS will be our Top Dog plus Underdog champions this time around, securing the majority of the prize pool.
Yep, certainly a bit of a prize pool, if I have to say, and they quite deserve it as well. They have been working out quite hard, Sarah. And of course, DNS, they did their best as well. They were the top team in the Underdog as well. So overall, they put up a great fight. But then again, Top Dogs just, living up to their names as well. No hate to anyone, no target to anyone. It is just facts, if I have to say. But yes, sorry about that. My cam got cut off because I don't know what happened. The lights certainly decided to go away because maybe I was putting too much energy out here that they had to balance it out somewhere else. So I'll just have to be in the form of pick with you this time.
Exactly so. And honestly, DNS have been in the scene for so long. They definitely deserve the respect. We as fans, we are still there with you, our glorious kings. Come back stronger next time. And very good job. Well done to Sacred Shrine tonight for securing that 4-0 and also kind of getting their redemption. But then again, it is a good game, ladies and gentlemen. That will be it for Nerd 3.0. We have 2 of our champions. The positions have been decided. The prize pool has been split. This will be me, Sarah, alongside the very beautiful Zeo, signing off for tonight. Zeo, any last words?
Well, it was a great journey to be with everyone, our viewers, you, and my fellow casters, the staff as well. Shout out to them for making this happen all together. Without them onto the
back line, we would not have been able to, bring this phenomenal tournament with you. And hopefully we'll get to see you in the next tournament that War Drums will give, right? Will bring. So definitely we'll see you there. But I guess it's for now a really, really great good night.
Yep. Do stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be something big. War Drums will be back very soon. For tonight, good night and have a great time, everyone.